Okay, you have some food. And you have some food. And you have some food. And you... Oh no, there's nothing in there. So what is going on, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a really good day. And if you're not, hopefully we can sort that out with a nice happy video over the next 10 minutes or so. So in this video, we're going to continue the build of the new Guppy Aquarium. Wild breeding Guppy Aquarium, whatever you want to call it. It's a guppy tank. But before we do that, I just want to fill you in on a few more details over at the Angelfish Aquarium, and also the reef tank as well. Well, it's not a reef tank, freshwater reef tank. There's me coming up with crazy stupid titles again for videos. So good news, I've spoken to the fish company and it looks like I'm going to be getting fish about Thursday this week, which is awesome. I can do an unboxing, all that sort of thing, create more content for you guys and create more content for myself because I love making videos. Now the fish that are coming this time are not the angelfish, but they are all the stuff that needs to go around it. So the whole support system, I've got the cleanup crew coming, I've got the diver fish, all that sort of thing. All of this is necessary for the tank. You can't just put angelfish, well you can, I just don't think you'd have very good success. You know, it is always important to have a cleanup crew so you can sort out what am I doing with my hand? So you can sort out all the floor here. So at the base of the aquarium there, quite a lot of sort of gunk and that gets collected because there's only so much a filter can do, right? I mean, you can get power heads and things like that, but traditionally in aquascaping we don't tend to do that because we rely on certain, you know, animals to do it for us. So whether that be shrimp or whether that's 𝐒𝐿𝐍'𝑆 or you know, Siamese algae eaters or anything like that, they're what help us with our cleanup. So that's what I've got ordered, that's what I've got coming in. Really looking forward to getting them into the tank and to be able to have some more fish in there because we've got our ottos at the moment. Where are they? And yep, call me a liar. Looks like they're not there, but they're, you know, we've got loads coming soon. That's gonna be great. I'm also lining up some fish that are gonna be in the freshwater reef tank as well, but more about that when I get more confirmation. But back to the guppy breeding tank, guys. It's looking awesome, but like I said, I want a lot more details in these front plants here, and I want to get some more colours pop in here, there and everywhere. And to do that, I'm actually going to have to pinch some, well not pinch, but you know, just take some snippets from these tanks here. Now both of them are getting pretty overgrown, so now is actually a really good time to take some of the trim in, some of the really red poppy stuff we've got there. That's going to look great in that tank. Plus, these tanks have RGB lighting. We've got RGB lighting on the new breeding tank, so that means that we're going to get really good reds, just like we've got in these ones. So what am I going to take? Okay, well I'm not going to touch the 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 and blah blah, because that's doing fantastic. It's not like there's loads coming off that to take from, but the stems definitely could take from the stems. So we've got Rotala 𝐻𝐻 in there that's already really deep red. We've got some Rotala rotanifolia, which is also going pinky because it's so close to the light. We've got some Limnophila. I want to put that in there as well. The Cessus, I'll put these all up on screen. Oh look, nice little cherry. Are you doing your job, sir? Yes I am, yes I am. Well done, well done. Nice little collection of snails. Oh, another cherry. Well buddy, good job. Well done team, we're in this together. I've just turned the filter, I cleaned the filter for this one, guys, and turned it back on, so it's just stirred up a load of fluff, but there's some really good Rotalas in here. Look, they're looking great. This is going to be rescaped at some point soon, but the shrimp are doing incredibly well, and this is the one I put the no planaria in last video. Some people were right in saying it will kill certain species of snails. I'm guessing they mean like the pond snails, because if you look, my ram's horns are doing great, which are my favourites now, so I'm happy about that. But I can't see any planaria at all, and all the shrimp are good, so... But what I need to do now is get out my scissors and get into these tanks. I suppose now's as good a time as any to tell you to smash the like and hit the subscribe and click that join button, and you will have access to the members only videos and the behind the scenes content. So I'm just using these tiny little spring scissors, they work a treat for getting into little tiny spaces, to pick out the reddest plants. As said, these are Rotala 𝐻𝐻, and they're going to look awesome in this tank, especially with the amount of colour we want to go for. Now, as said before, I don't need them to be too long because the point of this scape is to actually have tall stem plants, well, usually tall stem plants, but in the foreground and mid-ground. What that means is going to be quite a lot of trimming on my part, but I'm up for the challenge. It'll probably be like the only tank I've ever actually kept up with trimming on. Oh, and of course, not to forget the 𝐉𝐻𝐈𝐍. This plant is amazing and always green, absolutely love it. And it's looking particularly nice in this tank. So this is the type of plant that grows quite leggy. If you keep up with your trimming on it and trim it often, it actually gets really thick, like proper bushy, and it looks amazing. And then this is the other nano tank. Now, don't judge me. I never claim to have the most amazing scapes in the world, and I think this one is yeah, well overdue as a rescape. Look, I just done the classic thing of thinking, oh, this moss looks pretty. I'm not trimming it. A week later, oh, this moss looks pretty. Oh my goodness, look at it now. Also, guys, this is my discus tank for anyone who hasn't seen it. Like, this is fully established, has been for a long while. This is kind of what I want the angelfish jungle to be like, but there's a lot more space in that tank. Anyway, some really nice Rotala rotundifolia and Rotala ℎ at the back of this one that I'm going to trim, and we can put that in our new guppy tank. So exactly the same as before, guys, just trimming them off. I don't want them too long because I just want them in the foreground, not traipsing all the way up to the top of the tank. So let's just keep them short. And that's right, you probably guessed it by now, guys. This is where the guppies will be coming from, but more on that later when the tank is ready. It's probably not going to be ready today, so it'll be ready for tomorrow. Right, guys, we have got ourselves a really good haul there. I've got loads and loads of the Rotala ℎ. Look at that. Is it going to focus? Anyway, that's so red. Found some more. I didn't find some more. I stole some from another tank. Some of the ℎ Japan, because that looks really good as a carpet as well. And then I also found in the discus tank back there some of these. Oh my god, this, can I say, Nymphoides hydrophila. I'll put it up, but that was a good attempt. I think that was a good attempt. Anyway, this stuff is awesome. It grows big, so you don't want it in the foreground, but it creates this big, bushy, cool, green as hell thing. And like I'm always saying, like, lots of people ask me or suggest that I use CO2 in all my tanks. I don't. I just pick plants that stay green really easily in low light. So we've also got the 𝐉𝐻𝐈𝐍. We've also got that other one. This 𝐉𝐻𝐈𝐍 is proper green as well. Like, it's always amazing. This is my absolute favourite plant I have, you know, because it grows so fast. You can trim it back, replant it. I don't know why I'm staring at it. Anyway, let's get all these bits into the tank. MD, what on earth are you doing now? Well, what I like to do with trim stem plants is line them all up like this, get them in size order, and I just find it's easy to plant them then back in some sort of shape. And what I mean by shape is obviously tallest at the back, shortest at the front, to some degree. I mean, you don't have to be like perfect with it. And then also I like the longer stems to sit around rocks and stuff like that, because like I said before, with rocks you always get like little outcrops of shrubbery or bushes or anything like that. And we are trying to simulate nature really, aren't we? So now what we need to do is actually plant the Rotala ℎ. And as I said before, I want to concentrate the planting of it amongst the pebbles that we've got in the scape. Basically, I want the majority of the open area at the front to remain green, and then just use the red to really highlight those sort of pebbly areas. With freshly trimmed stems, make sure you push them deep enough into the aqua soil. Otherwise you will find they'll just float straight back up, which is really annoying. Hopefully you guys can really start to see my vision now. So look at those little spurts of red everywhere. Can you imagine when this starts to grow in? It's just a sea of green with red everywhere. But we've not finished, guys. We have not finished. We have still got the ℎ Japan, the 𝐉𝐻𝐈𝐍, the other one. Let's get that in the tank. Oh guys, that is looking absolutely brilliant. Now this is by far the most colourful skate that I have ever done. I mean, and this is just the start as well. Like, it's going to get so much more colourful as time progresses. I'll be keeping you updated regularly. I'm going to have to keep right on top of the trim on this one. I've got a feeling it's going to go quick. I'm still debating whether I want to put some CO2 on it. You know, the same one that I've got over... Oh, the lights are off. It's just a little nano system from Tropica, but it should do the job really well in this system, shouldn't it? I mean, it's working well in the massive angelfish tank, so it's going to work in this little 60 centimetre. I just realised this whole time I need to top the water up, don't I? Like, come on, little things. Come on, sort yourself out, MD. Right, guys, we've run out of time. I've still got to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning because I've got to work a 9-hour shift at work and then come home. And that means that in tomorrow's episode, we can actually start adding the fish. So that's going to be the exciting end to this whole series. Well, the start of the series, end to the start of the series. We'll be adding the fish. You know, it's going to be exciting. And I'll see you tomorrow.